Hey crafty friends, it's Rick. I'm back with another video. Today we are going to be using the Whodunnit Stamp Set from Missing Stamps, along with the tags and die set, the tags die set, the A2 masking stencil, and we're also going to be using the free with purchase 6x6 stencil, which is called Boho Flowers, and we're also going to use the 4x4 stencil Boho Flowers, which is free with any purchase. The free with purchase stencil is free with any $50 order before shipping and taxes and discounts. And the 4x4 thank you stencil comes with every order. So we're going to make 2 cards and let's get started. I've already stamped out my images that we're going to be using. We're going to go with a boho theme color. I'm going to add a little music and speed up the video and get through the coloring process. So I'll be right back. There's our little animals colored. I'm going to fussy cut these out and I will be right back. All right, I've got my piece of A2 white cardstock. I'm going to mask off this little line right here. That's going to be for my wood floor. So I'm going to start with my lightest color, which is going to be tea dye. I'm going to use my Distress inks. So I'm going to do my little floor here. We're going to use Rusty Hinge. I'll come back with my second layer of the same colors. So there's my floor. I'm going to peel these off. And what I'm going to do is drop it down to our little line here. Actually, I'm going to come up just a tad so that we have a baseboard. And I'm going to wrap that around. Then I'm going to take my Boho Floral free whip purchase stencil. And remember, if you get the Whodunnit Stamp Set, the tag die set, and the masking stencils, which I forgot to use, you can get the floral set for free. The free whip purchase set. All right, we're gonna do pink for our wallpaper, or Victorian velvet anyway. So we're gonna do one layer with our flowers. I'm going to remove my stencil. And I'm going to create a tone-on-tone effect. For our wallpaper. We can peel this off. I'm going to add a little shading to our baseboard. With our gray markers. Flick that color in a little bit. We'll use our lightest color for our shadows on our baseboard. I'll come in and blend that out. I'm going to cut this down. We're going to take our card base and we are going to lay on our focal panel. So I'm going to add liquid glue to the back of this. So we're going to lay that on. Line that up. I'm just going to come around the edge of our focal panel. To create a subtle little mat. We're going to add this piece to the inside of our card. And we've got our little character there. We're going to stamp our sentiment next. So I'm going to pop our little tag in there. I've cut from just white cardstock. And we're going to put our sentiment in there. I'll stamp that down. We're going to add a little color to our tag. So that it stands out a little more. I've got some ivory twine that I'm going to double up and we're going to run through our little tag here. We're going to tie a little bow on our tag. So we'll pull that. Make it a little shorter. Then we can trim both ends off. We'll take and add some foam tape behind our tag. And we will add foam tape behind our little detective. All right, we'll go ahead and pop our female detective on. Peel off these backings. She's gonna go on that side. We'll pop our little tag on with our sentiment. So we'll give her a few little highlights on her clothes. We're also gonna do a little highlighting on our tag here. So there's our first card. We're gonna move on to card number 2. And this one we're going to keep super simple. We're going to take our thank you stencil. And we're going to place it on the left-hand side. And we're going to add a little bit of tape to mask off our areas. And then we'll mask off our top area. All right, so we're going to do a little yellow first. Our hearts are going to be pink or our velvet color. We're going to have a little blue flower for our boho vibe going on. So we'll do our other little flower here. Peel our tape away and pull in our Misty. Let's get our sentiment we're going to use. We're going to do a little happy birthday down here. Actually, I'm going to do it like right through here. So we'll ink that up. Stamp it down. All right, now we're going to add our little pups. We have one right there. All right, we're going to add another one of our little pups right over here. And then our last little pup right down here. So we'll give them a little highlight on their nose. Definitely on their little sweaters. And you do notice that I did change the color of his little sweater. I liked it a little bit more orange, so I went ahead and changed that. All right, so there is my card using our the April thank you stencil that is free with any purchase. And there is our card using our free with purchase 6x6 stencil from Missing Stamps. Remember, you can get the free with purchase stencil with a minimum of $50 order. And the thank you stencil comes with any size order. So if you need any of the supplies, I have them all linked and listed in the video description below. I'll see you over there in the next video. Bye, guys. Stay crafty. Love you.